Hey people, you're back with Bunky. Let's rock the Paladin, okay? Now, for reasons I can't comprehend, it was always a debate in the past whether he was any good or whether he's worth playing anymore. And I don't get it, guys. This guy has always been incredible, and he still is incredible. When Fire and Cryo Explosions got released into the multiplayer, people got into their head that all you have to do with this guy is just run around and snap freeze everything. That's not what he's about. It's not. I mean, yeah, snap freeze will literally prime everything through everything. It's incredible for that, and you're going to just steal a load of kills because everything's going to detonate for you, and you're going to rock the scoreboard that way. But oh my god, are you just hollowing out this character? There's so much more to him than that. I mean, snap freeze is an incredible power, guys, and it was amazing when he introduced it to the multiplayer. But you know, there's more to him than that. There's more depth to the character than that. He is the Paladin. He has shield mastery, and the omni-shield is awesome. Okay, let's have a look at this now. For my one, I'm going to be just specking out of Incinerate and rocking Energy Drain and Snap Freeze. You can go with Incinerate, I'll tell you how to build that too, but what I am going to recommend is that you have either or, you know, Energy Drain or Incinerate, because, you know, they really kind of flake on you when you don't fully spec them out, I'll be perfectly honest with you. There are benefits to both. I think with Energy Drain, this is going to give you a lot more survivability, allow you to sort of front line more, whereas Incinerate is going to just allow you to just do a bunch of tech explosions, okay? Just loads of really powerful tech explosions. So let's get into that. For Energy Drain, it's pretty much the same deal. You saw me rocking with my Solarian Engineer. I'm going to go with Radius for the first evolution. I want Drain on the next one, and then I want Armor Boost, okay? So I can sort of tank it out there. Just hit any kind of shield, barrier, or synthetic target and get a nice damage reduction. If you wanted to go with Incinerate, this is what I'd recommend. You'd probably want to go with, you could go with Damage or Radius. You probably would benefit more from Radius, actually, because Snap Freeze hits so many, it hits all targets, it hits everybody. So, you know, if you can hit everybody with Incinerate as well, you're going to just get a load of cryo explosions bouncing off each other. Awesome. Then you want Burning Damage, okay, so you've got some nice dot going on there. And then this is another one that you might want to rock Freeze combo with, okay, increase the damage to frozen and chill targets by an additional 100%. So yeah, you're going to do some real pain there, because Snap Freeze is the ultimate, you know, chiller attack. Now this is Snap Freeze. Snap Freeze is incredible. I'm going to show you how to build this one, guys. You want to go with Reach, okay? It's not about damage. I mean, Snap Freeze, it does surprisingly large amount of damage, but it's not about that, guys. It really is about chilling the target, weakening the target, setting up cryo explosion. So go with range, because that gives you 15 meters, okay? You can just hit everything hit everything for miles, guys. It's fantastic. Then you want cryo explosion, okay? You don't really need duration and slow. The slow doesn't really help, to be honest. Slowing enemies is kind of a forgettable mechanic in the game, and you definitely don't need that to last for longer, because literally someone's gonna follow that up with a power if you don't, really quickly. So nah, don't worry. Go for cryo explosions and chill frozen targets. Damage increased by 10% there. And then finally, this is a little pro tip for you guys. Take damage and weakness. Increase damage by 40%, weaken armor targets by additional 25%. Okay, so we got a really nice, quite massive debuff on armor targets and all targets there. See, now the thing with tech combo, this is a good evolution. Increase the damage of tech combos by 100%. But to my knowledge, this has not been fixed, and you actually have tech combo in play the moment you spec into Snap Freeze. It's actually in the power already. So, you know, by going for damage and weakness, you get the best of both worlds. You're already tech combos detonated by Snap Freeze are already twice as strong. You know, if you spec into tech combo, you're throwing away 6 points, guys. Okay, so literally go for damage and weakness. Now, for the Paladin, we are a power class, so the Sentinel, so I'm going to recommend damage and capacity, power damage, and like I said, I recommend you go either or, so take weapon damage there. I know this is the shield mastery. Now, the thing with the omni-shield, it's a great melee attack, not a great defensive attack. I wouldn't recommend that you hide behind your heavy melee, because literally all the time, guys, you're going to be better off just taking real hard cover, okay? So literally go for durability. Even though I just said the melee damage is good, you want to be able to tank, guys. You want to be able to get in there. You want to get deep in there. So I recommend the durability. Go with shield recharge then, because you don't need a shield durability. Like I said, you don't want to hide behind it. You're not really. And then I'm going to recommend the cryo shield. Okay, the fire shield's pretty cool. So some nice dock that you can do with that, especially if you snap freeze them. They're going to take more damage and stuff. But you know, with the cryo shield, you can actually stack up the debuff because it's a cryo attack. It weakens enemy armor by an additional 50% for 5 seconds. So you can snap freeze and melee the target, and they are just susceptible to so much damage, guys. You will just chew through bosses with that kind of thing. See, now, the melee is good. I still don't recommend you spec into more melee damage, though, because, well, it's powerful. It really is. It's powerful enough with what I've just given you this setup. But what's great about it is the fact that it knocks enemies off their feet. That's why it's awesome, okay, guys? It's not about how hard it hits. It's about just the fact that you floor enemies with every single strike. But no, let's try and move on, jump into the gameplay, okay? I'm going to be sticking on the piranha on this guy. I'm going to be using the smart choke and high velocity barrel, okay? I know it will take the extra weight, but the piranha's light as hell, so don't worry about it, guys. We're going to be fine. Well, we've still got 121 recharge bonus there. That's excellent. So now we're going to be able to just really chew through the bosses now once we've hit them with snap freeze and meleeed them. The kind of equipment I'm going to be rocking, okay, I'm going to take the armor piercing round, so I just do really heavy damage. You can take drill if you haven't got it, but you want armor piercing. It just does more damage to armor targets. For your armor bonus, I'm going to be rocking the Cyclonic Modulator 4, really getting deep with that. I can just take quite a lot of punishment, especially with energy drain in the works too. For my gear bonus, now see, this is where I get my melee bonus. I'm going to go with the Juggernaut shields. Okay, so now I'm a bit tankier again. I got another 20% increase to shield strength, and I got a 12% increase to melee damage, and this is going to come in really nice. And then finally, I'm just going to take the shotgun rear lamp. Okay, and that's ready. That's us ready. Let's jump into the gameplay. Alright, here we are then. I'm with my buddies, some kind of mook, new to my videos I think, and here's my sticks with me again. We've also scored a Puggernaut. I've gone ahead and picked Cerberus as the enemy faction just because I wanted to really show you how awesome the shield is, the omni-shield, because it is awesome, guys. I want you to know that it's not the melee damage as much as the melee attack, okay? It's what it does. It's the mechanics of it, knocking the enemies off their feet. That's basically going to help you wreck phantoms, slap them around like a bitch. I'm going to do that plenty of times in this video, okay? What are we going to get now? Let me remember. Oh yeah, we're going to score Hydra for this one, which is a pretty cool map, although it is tricky against Cerberus, because when they get the turrets up, the whole place becomes a death zone. But we're going to do fine, actually, don't you worry. Now there's the heavy melee, okay guys? The heavy melee puts a shield out in front of you, and it doesn't come off until you melee. Again, just press B again to sort of bash the enemy. Then you do a bash to get out of it. It has its uses, guys. It does have its uses. It's like you can just stick that out quickly and sort of eat a heavy attack, like from the Atlas's missiles, the Bwnci's warp ball, a sort of last-minute stuff. But mainly, you do it because it looks cool. I'm going to be honest, because finding hardcover is always going to be better for you. Okay, it really is. Especially with those, because those attacks normally have a lot of area of effect. They just seem to wrap round the omni-shield, and you still kind of take the damage. Although it is pretty durable as is, guys. You really don't need extra durability for it, especially if you don't rely on it, because you can't. I'll be perfectly honest. Now, as you can see with the light melee, I'll finish off like anybody. It's like what I'm going around doing with every enemy now is I run up to them, I energy drain them, I shoot them to death. The energy drain staggers, gives me a lot of survivability, then I just gun them. If they've somehow managed to survive that, they're just going to get a slap from the omni-shield, and that's going to be game over for them. And the piranha is going to just great on this guy. Hip shooting it as usual, guys, because it's got a lot of kick when you try to aim with it. So just blasting this thing from my hip, and it just wrecks, guys. I mean, I don't need to worry about missing too much of this thing because they're stunned by energy drain. That works really well. I mean, you can stun them with incinerate as well, guys. You know, don't think that you need my energy drain build to play this way. You can do the same thing with incinerate. Although, if you were going with the sort of incinerate build, you'd probably be spamming snap freeze all the time and just following up with incinerate and doing a lot less shooting. To be perfectly honest, guys, because you're going to do some really incredible damage with that way. Especially like I showed you with they take extra damage when they're chilled, and obviously snap freeze, if it detonates, is twice as powerful. So you know, you can actually have a really powerful cryo and really powerful fire explosion with this guy. So you know, you can go ahead and do that. But I just like this. I just really just sort of like jumping in and getting in the depth there, because he's a champion, isn't he? Look at it, he's a hero. Just get in there, guys, and shoot him, slap him about. Now I'm rocking the piranha. You could go with other guns like the Wraith. That's obviously great. It's really lightweight, does a lot of damage. The Geth plasma shotgun would be really awesome, especially when with the tech burst build, because then you're going to just stagger the enemies. It's going to be easier for you to set up and detonate with that, because they're going to be off their feet and not getting in the way of that whole process. Obviously, it just hits really hard too. Stay light though, you know, so I would recommend a couple of pistols, like the Talon's always amazing, guys, it's always amazing. Strip some nice shields there, you know, that'll really help you. There, let me see, I just stick out my shield there, I see a missile coming out, put the shield out, eat that, and then I'm back in. Sorry. Just trying to call it as I see it. You know, but the Talon obviously is strip shields, so then you can obviously get the incinerates on the enemy and set them on fire, and then you can just hit them with snap freeze, get a really powerful fire explosion. You know, something you can do. Scorpion again, much like the Geth plasma shotgun. Okay, you just stagger the room. Really great for you when you're doing your tech bursts. Do you want to put the Paladin on the Paladin? Nah, not really, guys. It's just. Really, the Paladin belongs on a weapons class, to be perfectly honest, because it hits so hard and just has so little ammo. So you really don't want to worry about. You don't want ammo issues when you're a power class. Okay, you really want your gun supporting you, not being, you know, your central, your core of your character. And I don't know how I can explain that any better. You'd probably be better off with the Eagle, actually, because it's a caster pistol, really. Shoot that thing from the hip, and in a similar fashion to the piranha. Less effective, though, to be honest, guys. It's just not that strong. Acolyte, again, really good. Same idea, the Talon. Just take down the shields. You can even put, like, tech armor. Disruptor rounds on these guns, and then you can have all three types of tech explosions. Then you can just rock the tech burst, fire explosions, cryo explosions, and just do so much damage. So you can do that with the Acolyte too. You can even go with the Executioner pistol. Oh, look at that! Nom nom nom. Set the omni-shield to the missile. It's just cool like that, guys. That's what you want to use it for. Basically, there was nowhere to turn. I was out in the open. You know, you have to take hard cover with an Atlas missile, so that's the time I will use the omni-shield. If there is hard cover available, I'm going to take that. That's going to be better for me. Yeah, sorry though. You can use like the Executioner pistol. I don't like it, guys. I don't like it. I've tried it on so many classes now, and it's not about its damage. Its damage is great. You can get around the whole shield and barrier issue that it has by just sticking phasic rounds on it, and that's what I would recommend, guys. But it does a ton of damage to armor. But my God, is it hit detection the wonkiest fucking thing? It really is. It's so you can shoot like an enemy like 7 times and not do any damage to them. It's really, really frustrating. I'm talking things like a Scion. I mean, how would you miss? On host, no, I don't like the Executioner pistol, but you can, guys. I mean, obviously you got energy drain, so it's going to work like a claymore, like I do with the Solarian Engineer. You can obviously just strip the shields of energy drain, follow it up with the Executioner pistol, and they'll probably die if it hits. I'm really only going to kind of recommend, you know, the lightweight weapons, guys. You are a power class. You don't want to go too heavy. If you want to go for an assault rifle, maybe the Falcon. Okay, guys. You want to be able to spam your powers. You do. He's a power class, and with the Falcon, obviously, you can just sort of stagger up a room. And look, this is me just slapping phantoms around. That's what it's great, guys. Just take her barrier down and slap her. She is, and she's dead. Like, you can just gun her down with whatever corner she crashes in if she survives, or you can just go up and slap her again. Phantoms don't like the omni-shield. That's why we do. But no, the Falcon's got a good area of effect, so you can go ahead and put the disruptor ammo on that. You know, it's the same thing, guys. Just stagger in, setting up more explosions. Falcon would work better for like the power build with the incinerate and stuff. Obviously, then you've got the SMGs as well. The lightest guns. You've got the Hurricane, Tempest, Collector SMG, working pretty much the same idea that I'm doing here with the Piranha. Just literally just shoot and wreck. Now, as you can see, I'm rocking the armor piercing rounds because just look at this. I snap freeze, I cryo shield them, and then I just mash up the bosses with this Piranha. Just chew through, just literally go through armor so quickly. You'd think you were an infiltrator because you just debuff them like crazy. But you can obviously rock the elemental ammo, as I've been saying. You just can. You can detonate with snap freeze. You can detonate with energy drain. You can detonate with incinerate. So if you go with the elemental, you're going to get more explosions. You can go with cryo if you want. I probably would recommend disruptor and cindry the most, but you can go with cryo. But I think we've done enough freezing now, guys. It kind of becomes unnecessary to have all that going on. Also, I'm going with the cyclonic modulator here. You can see I'm tanking pretty hard, actually, guys. So just with bashing the enemies away so they can't really get the hits in. I'm energy draining, so I got all the nice damage reduction, and then I'm just eating hit blows with the cyclonic modulator 4. Obviously, if you really want to just focus more on power spamming, you can go with the power ramp and just wreck enemies, kill them before they kill you. And that's what I'd recommend for like your armor bonuses, really. Only those kind of two is what you need. For your gears, though, like I said, I'm rocking the Juggernaut shield to some nice effect here. Even tankier again, and then my omni-shield hurts when it hits. But if you're rocking like a shotgun like me, you can go with like the Berserker package, guys. So that's melee and shotgun damage. So it's all about offensive power there. Obviously, though, this is the first Sentinel to really sort of break the chain. I mean, he's more of an engineer. He's got no biotic powers whatsoever. It probably would have been better to give the Demolisher like lift grenades and just make him the engineer and her the Sentinel, but there you go. Yeah, so I'm going to recommend things like the engineering kit and the mental focuser and the omni-capacitors, so you can just get the tech damage boosts and stuff. And obviously, if you really wanted to just tank even harder, just go ahead and use like the shield booster, stronghold package, survivor loadout. And obviously for my weapon bonus, I'm rocking the shotgun rail amp. Just rock the weapon amp that you need, guys. You don't really want strength enhancer because it's the melee attack, not the melee damage. That's awesome. Okay, look, just move him along. But there's a phantom in the background, and she's going to take me out for the first time. Ooh, damn you. But look, I hope you can see just how badass this is. I mean, this guy's a hero. Just literally get in there, take down shields, slap them. Just run in, prime up everything, detonate everything. You don't need to be this little prick that runs around with an aerosol can, just spraying everything. There's just so much more the character does. Okay, you don't need to be that guy that's just runs around pressing one button. It's dull. It's really dull. I don't know why anybody would opt out of everything else this guy has on offer when you can just do so much more. Although you can have it all, though, guys. As you can see, like what I've recommended throughout this video so far is that you either go with like a power guy, or you go with like a guy that just gets in the thick of it. Quite a really durable sort of weapon supported Sentinel. I'm kind of losing myself there. But you can have it all. What I recommend is like you go into 3 ranks with one power and then 5 ranks with the other. Yeah, the problem is when you do that, though, you're going to either lose like frozen combo, or you're going to lose armor boost, which is a real strength for the character. I mean, as soon as if you lose the frozen combo, you don't really get that super powerful cryo explosion, and if you lose the armor boost, you don't get that great damage reduction to allow you to do what I'm doing here. But you can have it all. What you need to remember, though, is that energy drain does detonate too. Okay, it's kind of weird. I think it only detonates targets with shields or synthetics, from my experience. But you can go ahead and snap freeze first and then energy drain. But what I'm doing here, guys, I'm energy draining all enemies apart from armor targets and lining them up for my piranha. And when an armor target shows its face, I'm going to hit it with snap freeze, go up cryo shield it, and then I'm just going to gun it. And everything dies. To be honest, that takes care of everything the game has to throw at me. The dragoons and stuff like that, though, you're probably actually better off. I'll snap freeze them when when I got a distance on them, get the debuff in. But when they're up close, you probably want to energy drain them, actually, guys, because they will get stunned. You know, they get stunned, and that's going to be better for you because dragoons just leap all over you and be a general pain in the arse, actually. So I would treat all trash mobs with the energy drain, but you know. They're armor targets, so you know, see, snap freeze is always going to be great. I can just couple that with the cryo shield. The omni-shield is awesome, guys. It really is really fucking cool. It is just it's a finisher. That's what I use it for. It's my finishing move. It's like I'll take down their defenses. I'll gun them, and if they've managed to survive all that, they're getting hit with the shield, and that literally kills everything. Would I sort of do a melee build with this guy? You could, but you're ultimately going to be stronger if you didn't. You know, you are a power character. You know, I'd leave meleeing to the soldiers and the vanguards, to be honest, guys. Although the Crow-Dept kind of breaks that rule, but we'll get to him. Okay. No, but it makes my head turn when the Alliance infiltration unit came out, and everyone's like, "Oh, well, it's going to be pointless playing the Paladin now because you can do snap freeze faster with her." It's going, oh, it's like that is not what the Paladin's about, guys. He's this guy with the shield. Okay, snap freeze was just a really cool power that he got. You know, he's the shield man. he's Captain America. I'm calling him Captain Wales. And, you know, knock him back. Boom. Look at that. That's awesome. That's cool. No one else does that. So don't give up on him like this. The Alliance infiltration unit has not ruined him because he was not about snap freeze. Although I tell you what, though, if you really just want to do like the ultimate duo, just go with this guy and somebody with overload. You know, someone with overload's your best friend, or arc grenades. You know, any kind of large area of effect attack is just go around and cryo explosions all day long. If you saw my alternative human vanguard video, you saw Don rocking the Paladin. He was snap freezing everything, and there was just so much damage being done there. I mean, you can do it as a team effort. But, you know, when you're going out doing your own thing and you're rocking the battlefield, this is the way to do it, guys. This is so much more lively. There's more going on here. You know, you're taking advantage of the character's abilities, and that's the whole point in picking up a different character. Okay, you don't pick the power. Okay, it's not, you pick the character. And this character is awesome. He's one of my favourite Sentinels. No, he is my favourite Sentinel. Actually, he is my favourite Sentinel. Even though he's more of an engineer. I love him anyway. Now, there's really nothing more. I don't need to give you more tips on Hydra. What video? It was my Solarian Infiltrator video, guys. I've got all the tips and stuff on Hydra there. This is a great map for grenades and stuff like that. Because the ammo boxes are very generous. They give you like 2 grenades, so each one. It's a really cool map. It's all about like holding out the outskirts. That's where the strength is. You know, if you get the courtyard is going to kind of get you killed. Everything can see you and shoot you, and they will if you're out there for too long. But you know, all the spawn points and all that kind of good stuff. It's been covered, guys. Check out the Solarian Infiltrator video. Yeah, gotta get in the grabs. Kind of good if you just sort of smushed them with the shield after it. That's what I found with like I was quite surprised actually when I've been playing with still playing with the reckoning stuff. I was surprised that the collector brings out his scythe when he does an overcover grab. It's like, oh, okay, so he does have it. He doesn't need another long animation in the works for his light melee. But there you go. His light melee is pretty cool. It's just he's bogged down by a lot of that. But now, guys, I've got a build for the collector that I'm very, very happy with. So you know that he's ready to go for the video guides. I've also got myself the ultimate for me, Talon Mercenary. Okay, that I'm very happy with that build now. Yeah, I'll keep that one a surprise. It's different from the new Talon Mercenary test drive video that I did, where basically I wanted to see what they did with the omnibows, and that's what I did. It was all omnibows, but. You can't forget the cane trip mines, and I haven't. So I hope you'll stick around with me and I'll be ready for that video guide because that's an incredible build. Oh, fail there! Did not get it out fast enough. Although I did, but that's the thing though. I got energy drain, so I can take a hit, and with any synthetic or shielded enemy, I'm just going to sap them, and then my shields are back, and I'm got a nice damage reduction. I can really just. Stay in the thick of it and really lead the action there. You feel like a hero when you're the Paladin. I don't really play. I mean, I've got my Reckoning banner now. I've got all the banners again. I don't play the Krogan Warlord. I did it. I got the extractions with him, but I really want to get my hands on the Venom Shotgun before I even bother with him again. So I think I might still play around with him, find something a little different from what I showed you in the test drive video. But I think the Venom Shotgun is going to be really important in what I'd like to do with him. I've been doing a lot of messing around with the Cabal. Essentially, guys, I still love my build from the test drive video, but I just really want to find a gun that complements it better. She's a really obscure kind of character. I really don't. I get mixed up in the game with her. I don't know what I want to do with her next. It always leaves me baffled. The Alliance Infiltration Unit is good to go, guys. I think if you saw the test drive video on day 1 of the DLC, she was good to go straight away. Literally level 1, she was good to go. She's you might see the same thing, but I don't know. The Venom Shotgun could be more than I expect, and that might be a game changer. What I think is going to happen though is I might do an update to the human infiltrator, the base human one, because she does what I was doing with him a lot better. I think that's all of them now, isn't it? Oh, the Juggernaut, yeah. My Juggernaut build's fine as well, guys. I'm just rocking a better gun for him. Okay, that's all I'll leave you with. But the video guides for all the new Wrecking characters will come. I think you're going to be quite surprised with some of the changes. Actually, some of them are. I'm really excited to show you the Talon Mercenary and the Collector Adept. Actually, I got round the whole long animations of all his powers, and there's a really good build for him now. But yeah, this is wave 10 now. We're just going to sort of wreck these targets. Well, we're not going to wreck the targets, actually. We're going to be sort of just ploughing through the hordes of Cerberus and eventually taking out the targets, actually. I was having a ton of fun in this game. I'm not going to lie, it's been so long since I've played the Paladin, actually. This was really lovely for me because I forgot how much I love him. He's a champion. I love the Omni. The omni-shield's great. It really is. He lines him up. I'll knock him out. Another thing, mind you, I played a couple of games with Kiz and Mook after this, actually, and he tried to get something together, but it didn't work out in the end. We were going to do like an all platinum, an all Geth run on platinum, and we were going to go with like sort of a theme game, if you like. We were going to play all the different Geth characters, and we were probably going to go on an appropriate map against an appropriate enemy. those could be fun. It's just, it might be a fun idea for a video if you like. We could play like all one race and sort of, go like play to the storyline. Get the Taurians on Paladin and all that kind of good stuff, or the Asari on Thessia. If that's something you'd be interested in seeing, put a comment. Give us a comment, let us know, and I think I'll be up for that. All of my friends are up for it. Grunt, Mook, Kiz. It's like, yeah, and we'll probably do it on Platinum, actually, so then you can just see the guys take on the war, take on the one race, fight everybody. Because all these video guides are in gold. I haven't really shown you any Platinum gameplay, so that could be an opportunity, and a reason to do it. Because essentially, obviously, with gold, I can have more fun. I can do it quicker. To be honest, I can just do it a bit faster. Although, to be frank, actually, I finished Platinum games in about the same time frame. Actually, Platinum's not a great deal harder, and so yeah, they're probably the same time frame. But I basically I can be a bit looser in gold, and that's why it gives me a better opportunity to show you the characters for the video guide series. But to get some Platinum gameplays out, I think we could do some fun, just little random concepts. Another one that just comes to mind now, actually, we could do like Shepherd's team. One of us play like a base human, one of us is like an Asari adept, another one's like a Turian soldier, or the Quarian female engineer. Get Tali, Liara, all that kind of stuff. Let me know, guys, if you've got any ideas for like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a themed or staged video. Let me know, guys. I'll think we might be up for that. I know some of my friends are. Because to be honest, guys, once I'm done with the video guide series, there isn't any other plans. This is just something I'm pitching to you if you are interested. I'll probably going to jump into my single player DLC, rock all the single player DLC. I'll probably jump into the single player and play all the DLC, and kind of move on from Mass Effect. I've been playing it for a while now, guys. It's had a good lifespan on it. So I think I'm ready to kind of move on. But it's like. It's still a fun game, guys. It is still a fun game. So if you want to see more stuff from me, let me know, and I'll probably do it. To be honest, it's not going to be that hard to persuade me to do something I enjoy. It really isn't. But yeah, we're wrapping up now. This is Extraction. We're kind of holding back here. This is where you get the enemy from LZ. You do not want to hold this LZ. It's one of the worst in the game. There's no cover. You're completely open to fire there. Just to hold down there until about 20 seconds on the clock, and then take control. But literally, guys, grab your Paladins and rock him like a champion, okay? Don't go around just aerosoling everything, okay? No. He's not Snap Freeze. He's the Paladin, okay? Play the Paladin. I got nothing else though, guys, okay? So I'm just going to take off here. I'm going to leave you with the scores. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves.
What is that?
I don't know. It's trying to do something. Oh. Oh, well, I guess we're just gonna have to wait.
Madness. This is Sparta!